Headroom and processing power. You need it. This is the musician's field guide to peak performance. Processing power is generally how much your system can handle at any given time with all the applications running that you need to have running. And hopefully you have some room to spare. That's headroom. Why is this important? Think of it this way. Imagine you're on a gig, you're playing, you've got some new music. All your attention is focused on that new music. You haven't run through it as much as you'd like, but you're doing your best. Say something happens on stage. One of the other musicians goes off on a tangent that you didn't expect. Maybe there's something that happens in the audience that you didn't really expect. Maybe you're having some technical difficulties. You need to know that music well enough so when other things happen, you have the processing power to deal with it. If all your attention is on that music and you don't have any attention to spare, that means that when something goes wrong, it's really going to go wrong. Here's another example. Maybe you have a piece of music that, let's say, is at 150 BPM, and maybe it's a little hard to play at that speed. Well, when you're on stage, when emotions are high, when the stakes are up, it's going to be even harder to play cleanly and effortlessly at that speed. So what I want you to do is be able to play that piece that's at 150 BPM, be able to play it at 160, practice it at 170, play it at 180. If you can play it much faster than you need to, that information is going to be easier to recall, and then when you have to play it at the appropriate tempo, it's going to be that much easier. That is what I mean when I say headroom. If the piece is at 150, you should be able to play it much faster than that, so when you do pull the tempo back down to the actual speed of the piece, it's effortless. You're going to have that extra processing power to deal with other things, like musicality, things that go wrong, things that are on stage. You should know the music so well and be able to play it at a level where you have that extra headroom and that extra processing power for things that go on, for variables that we can't account for. So remember, make sure you have some extra processing power and headroom during your performances.